Well, fine, good afternoon, everyone. This is Patricia, and I am traveling for history. I'm in Burlington, Vermont today, my old stomping ground. I'm about to talk about some buildings on the University of Vermont campus, including this building right in front of us. Before I start that, though, yesterday morning I hit 99 subscribers. So, what is today? 24. So, November 23, 2021, 99 subscribers. Once I hit 100, we know what happens, right? It's the special thank you behind the scenes video on what it takes for me to produce a video for you. Things like how I decide where I'm going to film. And, I used to do it the way I'm doing it right now, today. And I also do it a new way. Once I start traveling out of state and abroad, there'll be other ways I'll incorporate my style. So those elements will be included. The equipment failures, Patricia failures, and frankly, our fellow human being failures, egads. Some of the things some of our fellow human beings do drive me up the bloomin' wall. And I'll tell you all about those things when I'm sharing with you these stories. At the very end of that video, I'll share with you the two creepy experiences I have had, each with human beings and each in a cemetery. Egads. Now, cemeteries are not inherently creepy as far as I'm concerned. I've not had an experience yet beyond the one I shared with you at Lakeview Cemetery in Burlington, but aside from that, I do not think of cemeteries as creepy, but sometimes human beings sure can be. And those experiences rose to the level of my gut saying, get away. All right, so once I hit 100, I'm at 99. So if you're enjoying my content, please subscribe. And then click on the notifications bell and you'll be notified each and every time I upload a brand spanking shiny new video, which as of November 2021 is still every day of the week. Alrighty. On to the building in front of us. As I just said, I'm on the University of Vermont campus. I'll refer to it as UVM. Moving on. This is the Clement House. And we know that, besides the fact I know that, is because it tells us right there on this sign in front of the building. Now this Italianate style house with Colonial Revival style additions, located at 194 South Prospect Street here in Burlington, was built for Nathan S. Hill, treasurer of the University of Vermont in 1861. Hill served as treasurer until he retired in 1881. He died 10 years later, and his wife Mary continued to reside here until she passed away in 1898. From around 1910, the house was owned by Lillian and Foster Clement, a retired lawyer and banker. Soon after, it was acquired by the Clements. They hired local architect Frank L. Austin to design the Colonial Revival style porches and veranda that were added to the front and south side and rear of the house. Foster Clement died in 1933, and his second wife, Marguerite Prentice Clement, lived here until she sold it to the University of Vermont in 1967. The house was then converted into office space for the UVM undergraduate admissions department. All right, pretty interesting stuff. Let's, we know the Italianate style, right? The bracketing along the eaves, and they're all the way, we can see it, they're all, oops, sorry, I'm looking in real life and it's up higher, but all these brackets are a beautiful thing, aren't they now? Okay, let's do a walk around to this building and get a better idea of how it looks. I love that idea. We can see double chimneys up at the top there. It almost looks like, let me back up a little bit again. It almost looks like at the top here. Do you see that piece at the top? Let me just back up some more. Back up to where I started. I hate when I do this, but hey, it almost looks like it could have had a cupola at one point. You know, what goes at the top of the building has windows all the way around. Not the same as a widow's walk, but like a belvedere. Anyway, but who knows? I don't know if it had that or not. But it does have a door in the center there. It's lovely to see the windows above one another. So, all right, let's continue to do the walk around. If you're wondering about the temperature today, it's 36 degrees Fahrenheit. And although I can't do that conversion for my audience who's not in the U.S., I will say that 32 degrees Fahrenheit is equal to 0 degrees Celsius. And so it's 36. It's pretty close to 0 Celsius. Love the porch here. This is the south side of the building, by the way. I would love to have a camera with a telephoto lens, or a phone with a camera that has a telephoto lens. I'm disappointed though with how bad the paint is. I mean, UVM has a lot of buildings. But still, I was looking at paint chipping on quite a few of them, and that's really sad. This one is, wow, no exception. This is not shadow. This is a building that needs paint. All those chips. When at my place, you know, they sell paint that has primer mixed in. So 2 coats and done, right? Without a primer coat to do first. And then this is the rear of the building. So the porch is here, Colonial Revival style. Now, admittedly, I've not been on the University of Vermont campus for quite a few years. I worked here between 90 and 93. I was a work study here. I graduated from here. Oh, and another chimney over here. More of the, we can see the brackets are all around the building, which is fantastic. And the back side of the building with that tree right there, which makes it a bit difficult to get a good picture of the back end. But being here in November of the year, at least there are no leaves to impede the view. And walking around to the other side of the building. Let's go ahead and do that too. Look to see what it looks like inside. This is the admissions office now. I am kind of wondering if this piece right here, this part of the structure, had been a garage at some point. It kind of reminds me of that this could have been paved. I mean, it could have been a carriage house, I suppose, at one time, or perhaps not at all. Just makes me think. It just looks like one. You can tell me in the comments below what you think. Oh, it's curious what y'all think. And we have our little hobbit door. It's the second one I've seen in about a week's time. The other one was at the Our Lady of Mount Carmel Catholic Church in Charlotte, or was that the South Starksboro Meeting House? Well, it could have been in both of those places. But anyway, go figure. All right, so this is the Clement House. Thanks so much for coming with me today. This is Patricia, and I am traveling for history. Until I see you again, you have a great day. Thanks. Bye.